this lesson I've been doing with a lot of students recently. It's based on A Street Spirit by Radiohead. Amazing song. And it's a great all-round sort of exercise song to start practicing to build up picking technique, rhythm technique, plus moving a variation of this A minor chord. So it's good to do exercises and drills, but it's better to do them in the contents of a song, you know, something with a bit of melody. And this song, you know, it's just 3 chords, but we're just going to work on the first chord, and it basically does the same thing throughout. It's just great for right hand technique and getting used to picking through individual strings. So what we do at first, we take the basic melody line of it, which is this. And we learn that first. That's just on the A minor. But just before that, what we do, we cover up the strings and we practice just the picking. So the picking pattern will be for that part of the melody. First we get that down. Now the sequence for that is we're going to start, it's alternate picking, so it's always up, down, up, down, up, down for this part. And we're going to start on the high E with an up pick. Then a down pick on the G string, so it's a string jump. Then an up pick on the B. Then a down pick on the G. So it's up, high E, down on the G, up on the B, down on the G. And then that's back to the beginning for up on the high E. So you get this. High E, G, B, G, E, G, B, G. And I start with the up, and the picking pattern is up, down, always for this. This is what this part of the exercise is. So first of all, that's what you practice. You get that so you can do it without thinking about it. You've got to be able to do it in your sleep. You know, it's a good idea. Memorize it so you can do it very slow. Remember, do things very slowly first. And then it's a good idea, what I teach everyone, what I tell everyone is, when you're watching something on Netflix, like a series or a film, grab your guitar, and once you've got it memorized, do this while you're watching some TV. That way you're getting a good practice session for like an hour, 2 hours, and you're also sort of training your brain to think about 2 things at once. You're getting the muscle memory for doing this, plus you're also sort of concentrating on watching the TV. And that's a great way to get better at this stuff, because it can get quite boring just sitting there practicing this, which you can do if you want, but I find that you can get nice long practice sessions if you stick the idiot box on and do it to that. So once you've got that down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, E, G, B, G, E, G, B, G. Then we're going to put this A minor on. First of all, just do the picking pattern with the regular A minor. Get used to how that sounds. But we're going to be adding and removing notes. So we've got this A minor. We're going to do the pattern, and then we're putting our pinky down on the B string on the 3rd fret. Now, when we put that down is just as we're picking the B string in the sequence. So E, G, B. And as I pick the B, the pinky goes down. And then we go round again, and the next time take the pinky off as we hit the B string, which plays this note here, first finger, first fret. So far we've got, and then around again, we take our first finger off and we play the open B string. So it's every time you hit that B, pinky on, first finger off, and then you loop that. So when you do that nice and slowly, you get, there's your A minor, off, pinky, index, open, pinky, index, open. That's the main melody line that's underneath. When it goes to the E minor, it goes to an E minor in this song, it goes to a C. It basically does exactly the same sequence with these two melody notes. We're just going to change a couple of the bass strings, but not in this lesson. We're just going to concentrate on the A minor. So let's get into there's notes that lead into it and take it out of the melody. So again, here's your melody exercise. So as we go into that, when we're doing how it is on the record, and this might not be 100%, I've listened to it, I've looked at tabs, I've watched live recordings, might be a tiny bit different, but it's going to sound pretty much the same. I think they do it different a couple of times. We're going to start, so we've got this A minor, we're going to start with going down and down on the A string and the D. And then we start with that melody exercise with that upstroke. And then when we get to that final upstroke on the B, when we've lifted this first finger off, that upstroke, we're going to do an upstroke on the G, then an upstroke on the, we're going to do an upstroke on the G, so we're going to come off that open B, then upstroke on the G, then we're going to do a down on the D, then another up on the G, and then that sets you up for going back to, we started from the beginning. Up, up, down, up, start again. Let's go over that again slowly. So the A minor, when we go into the melody, it's A string, D string, down picks. Then we do the exercise. So when we get to that B, we go, it's the open B, then straight away up on the G, which is a string above it, then a down on the D, then an up on the G. And then that sets you up for starting it again with a downstroke on the A. That's the part just for the A minor, which I'm just going to stick with on this video lesson. Get that till you can play it quite well, because then when it comes to do the E minor and the C, because you know the main, because you've got, the main meat and potatoes of the song, the rest of it's going to be easy. But start off in just doing the picking, then just the A minor on its own, and then bringing in look, when I hit that B with that upstroke there, that's when I change these notes. Pinky, off, start again, pinky, off, first finger off, pinky down. So these two fingers here don't move. You're just going pinky, first finger off. You're going pinky, first finger off. It's a really good sounding exercise, and it's a fantastic song as well to start learning. And like I said, once you've just learnt these few bits and pieces to begin with, it really sets you up well for playing through the whole song. And then once we do that for the A, then we'll do it for the E minor and the C. That's apart from a tiny little change, which you don't really need, that's the whole song. And you could just strum it. If you just wanted to strum the chords, it's A minor, to E minor, back to A minor, C, minor, A minor, C, have some fun with that, and I'll see you later.